Hey guys, it's me, the dude who talks, and welcome. So for today I'm going to be talking about another gig I went to last week, which was headlined by Dawn Raid at the Factory venue in Manchester. So a little bit about Dawn Raid, just in case you didn't know who they were. Essentially they're a black metal band who are anti-fascist, and I want to say they're from Liverpool, but I don't think they are. But the Facebook thing says they're from the north of England, so yeah, they're from the north of England. So yeah, let's just get into it. So Dawn Raid were joined by 3 other bands, the first being Gospelheim, and this was actually their first show. Also featured a couple of members who would play in a later set. So what was their sound like? Basically, yeah, black metal, but there was kind of like a gothic edge to it, like there was like a lot of clean vocals to it. So imagine like Tribulation or Grave Pleasures with blast beats, and I think you've got Gospelheim's sound down. So yeah, I really liked the songs. They sounded really engaging, but also having a heavy edge to them, which I liked. I really liked the backdrop, which was like had this cool like black and white imagery. There's like loads of like religious things like nuns and stuff like that. It was really cool. So yeah, I did really enjoy the set. The only thing that I could think of that was a little bit down was the vocals. Obviously them being clean, I think they kept disappearing into like the heavy music, which I don't think is to do with the band itself. I think it's just something to do with the venue. I really enjoyed their set, and I think the crowd did as well, as I heard quite a few people chanting Gospelheim. Next band was Underdark, and I was really excited to see them play after really enjoying their debut album, and this was one of the reasons why I came tonight to catch Underdark play. Honestly, I think they set the bar that night. The set felt really intense and energetic, especially with Abby on the vocals, sounding monstrous with the growls and screams, and it was really intense that it got a pit going. I'm pretty sure I saw 2 lads just like on piggybacking each other going round. That was a sight to see. Even when they had technical difficulties on the set, I didn't even know until someone mentioned it, like, oh yeah, we got technical difficulties. I don't think that affected their set in the slightest. The only thing that I would say was that I just wish their set was a bit longer. I was really getting into it and then it just went, oh, ended, and I was like, oh. But like it is, it's short and sweet. So another band I was really excited to see for the first time was Agvirre. Taking a page out of the Amun-Ra book, lead vocalist Chris French had his back turned away from the audience through the entire set. This didn't make it any less meaningful, as you could really see the emphasis he was putting in the vocals from just looking at his back. So opening up with Abandonment, which sounded exceptional live, though things really stepped up a notch when Chris French flung his shirt off and then flew down the stairs in a matter of seconds to scream at the audience like his rage stats were maxed out and he was just ready to do business. There was 2 other songs which were new, and these explored different areas other than black metal, which was really interesting to hear. Though I will say one thing, I don't think the venue really appreciates clean vocals as they keep disappearing into the mix. So now on to Dawn Raid. I'm going to be really honest with you all here. I wasn't too bothered about them as much as the others. That's not to say I outright dislike them. I liked their album that I listened to before I went out, and I really liked the stage setup. It had these things like spears and really cool artwork, had this cool like medieval vibe to it. Obviously nothing wrong with their set. They were really energetic, it was heavy, and there was also like a mixture of like violin as well, which was really cool. I don't know what it was that didn't do it for me. I think I was just heard it all before kind of thing, and I think this is just purely subjective and not objective. Though they didn't really interact with the audience, but to be fair, none of the other bands really did that apart from like saying thank you and see you soon and all that kind of shit. But he did kind of speak towards the end of the set about, and it was really articulate about how the rich people in power failed to help other people. Now, I think that was the gist of what he was saying. To be honest, I was stood somewhere where the aircon was on, so I couldn't properly hear it, so that's on me. And then they played one more song and then just went off, and I was like, oh, was that it? thought they'd have a couple of other songs, but I think that was down to the curfew. So yeah, they weren't bad live in any stretch, but I just don't know what it was. It just didn't do it for me. So I'm sorry, Dawn Raid. So that was me talking about Dawn Raid at Factory in Manchester. Were you there? Please let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments, or if you want to tell me how wrong I was about Dawn Raid, then feel free to do so. Also, please let me know what you thought about Gospelheim, Underdark and Agvirre as well. So yeah, please sound off in the comment section. Like always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. It really helps out. Also, just want to quickly plug my socials as well. I'm on Instagram and I'm also on Facebook, so I'll be including links to them in the description section. So feel free to give that a like and a follow. And last but not least, I've also set up a Go Buy Me a Coffee thing, so if you're feeling generous and you enjoyed what I'm doing here, feel free to donate if you want. I'm not forcing you, so just like a couple of quid or whatever, be greatly appreciated. So that is it from me. I've been the Dude Who Talks. Like always, you guys are fucking awesome, and I'll see you soon.